Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're really getting into a massive story buzzing around the rugby world. It's all about the future of, well, the man himself, Springboks head coach Rassie Erasmus.
Yeah, it's a big one.
So our mission today is basically to unpack what's going on. We're drawing mainly from that revealing piece in Rappaport and some insights from Planet Rugby, too. We want to get to the heart of it, why this really matters for the Boks and the sport overall.
And what's really interesting, I think, is how it highlights this tension, maybe, between a coach who's achieved incredible success and the national union figuring out the next steps. It's a strategic game.
Absolutely. And hey, before we jump right in, if you love this kind of deep dive into rugby, make sure you hit that subscribe button for Rugby Obsession wherever you get your audio fixes.
Definitely do that.
Okay, so let's get into the specifics. The main thing is Rassie Erasmus's contract. Currently, it runs until the end of the 2027 Rugby World Cup. Standard enough, maybe. But that report article, it says discussions are already happening, and more than that, Erasmus apparently wants a deal taking him way past that, beyond the 2031 World Cup.
Which is, well, that's a long time of coaching, isn't it? 8 years, potentially more.
It really is. So why the early talks and why push for such a long term? The article suggests, while he definitely wants to stay with the Springboks, SA Rugby hasn't actually put a formal offer on the table yet.
And that's significant. The timing, the lack of a formal offer.
Yeah.
It raises questions. Is it just standard procedure, or is there some hesitation, or is Erasmus just, putting his marker down early?
Could be. SA Rugby's CEO, Ryan Oberholzer, he's quoted saying, "It looks promising," which sounds positive, but...
But promising isn't signed, is it?
Exactly. And adding to that, we hear he has these 2 overseas options waiting in the wings, just in case talks break down.
Right, the classic negotiating tactic, maybe. Having options always strengthens your hand.
For sure. But the reports are clear. His first choice, his preference, is definitely to stay with the Springboks.
And it's interesting, too, considering his role. He was director of rugby for 4 years after 2019, a more strategic oversight kind of job.
Yeah, while Jacques Nienaber was head coach.
Exactly. Nienaber leaves for Leinster. Rassie steps back into the head coach role. And now he apparently doesn't want a promotion back to director or a similar role. He wants to stay as head coach.
On the ground with the team.
Which tells you something about where he feels he can make the biggest impact, perhaps, or maybe where he enjoys it most. But it's a point for SA Rugby to consider, keeping such an influential figure purely focused trackside long-term.
And you can't really talk about these negotiations without, well, looking at his record. It's staggering, really. That's the backdrop to all this.
It's the foundation of his leverage, yeah.
He came into the Springboks setup in 2018. Remember, South Africa already had 2 World Cups then. Pretty good legacy already. But under Rassie, they win in 2019, then they win again in 2023. Back to back, that takes them to 4 titles overall, more than any other country.
And it's not just the wins, is it? It's how they won, the narrative, the whole Siaka Lacey story alongside it. Erasmus became this almost talismanic figure.
Absolutely. He's built this incredible culture of, well, resilience and excellence. And now they're genuinely looking at a shot at 3 in a row in Australia in 2027. Unheard of.
Totally unprecedented. And that context, that potential history making, that's why keeping him is arguably so crucial for SA Rugby.
And their form backs it up, doesn't it? Like, look at 2024. 11 wins from 13 matches. They won the Rugby Championship again, first time since 2019.
Strong year.
And they've started 2025 flying, too. A 42-24 win, then that dominant 45-0 victory, even after getting a red card for Jasper Wise in 1 game.
Yeah, winning like that, even down a man, that shows real depth and confidence in the system he's built. It underlines just how well they're playing under him right now.
Just a quick reminder here, folks, if you want more insights like this, keep up with all the big stories in rugby, please do hit that subscribe button for Rugby Obsession. It really helps us keep doing these deep dives.
Please do. So, okay, let's connect the dots then. Why should, the average rugby fan listening to this care so much about one coach's contract?
Yeah, good question. I mean, fundamentally, it's about whether one of the most dominant teams in world rugby right now stays dominant. Right?
Exactly. It's about continuity. Success in team sport, especially rugby, it's often built on stable leadership, a consistent vision. Losing a coach like Erasmus, well, it could genuinely disrupt things.
Massively. Think about player development, the strategic direction heading towards that next World Cup, the whole culture. His departure could send, proper shockwaves through the team and maybe even wider rugby.
It could, but the positive angle,
yeah,
for Springbok fans anyway, is that he wants to stay. That's pretty clear. He wants to see this through, aim for that third World Cup.
Which brings us back to you listening. What does Rassie's leadership mean to you as a fan? What do you think he should do? Stay. Go. And what's his impact on the box, on the game? We genuinely love to hear your thoughts on this. Your opinions always add so much.
Yeah, definitely let us know.
So wrapping this up. It seems the future of Rassie Erasmus as Springboks coach is probably the biggest behind-the-scenes story in rugby right now. It's unfolding as we speak.
He's got options. Clearly, those overseas offers are real, presumably. But his heart seems set on staying with South Africa, building on was already an incredible legacy.
Aiming for a dynasty, really.
Yeah. So the ball is kind of in SA Rugby's court, isn't it? Do they make the move, secure him long-term, recognize his impact, and basically back this push for unprecedented history?
Or do they hesitate and do those overseas offers start looking, more attractive to him? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's going to shape the next, 5, maybe 10 years of Springbok rugby.
A fascinating situation to watch.
Definitely. And to make sure you don't miss how this story develops or any of our other deep dives into the world of rugby, please subscribe to Rugby Obsession right now.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for listening to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive, and we'll look forward to you listening to our next episode.